And just like that, West Indies players, they have put a smile on the faces of the Caribbean people. Yes, my viewers and subscribers. You know, coming out of that series there against Australia, we really and truly needed to finish strong against Pakistan. You know, we are going into the CPL, so I can just imagine West Indies supporters will feel a little less tense. You know, people will feel better going into the CPL, knowing that, you know, they just witnessed their team winning an ODI series, right? When it comes on to CPL, this is a franchise tournament, franchise teams. So it's not like we're expecting it to build West Indies cricket, right? You might have a one or two breakout star, one or two man that you say, look, you know, seems as if he's going to be good, but it's not what's going to build the cricket. But as West Indies supporters, as cricket lovers, obviously if we have CPL, you know, on our shore, we're going to be paying attention. So I am 100% sure that diehard West Indies supporters, they will feel a little less guilty watching the CPL this year. Or feel, I can even say they will feel a bit more at ease, you know, knowing that we just managed to get one over on Pakistan. And, you know, a lot of people, a lot of past players, you know, that have been saying stuff, you know, we have to remember that it's 3 decades. And some of these past players were a part of the setup, you know, throughout that, you know, those 3 decades that we did manage to get a win over on Pakistan in a ODI series. So, you know, it would be nice. It would be nice to see some of those past players posting on social media congratulating the West Indies team. You know, I'm not saying that we are all conquering or we're back or we're the greatest things in sliced bread. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the team the team is not in a very good place. I mean, obviously we just won this series, but generally speaking, not in the best place right now. So I am thinking that some of these past players, some of these legends, you know, they can send out a one post. They can send out a one post, you know, just to say, boy, right now, it's good that the players were able to break this drought against Pakistan, you know, just something. You know, so we're going to talk a little bit about Darren Sammy and a few other things. You know, I was fortunate enough to hear Darren Sammy after the game yesterday. And one thing is for sure, when it comes on to Darren Sammy, and this was from his playing days right up to now, he's always going to sound passionate, right? He's always going to sound as if he's definitely into what he's saying or he believes what he's saying. He's not just, you know, saying things and just going with the motion or going with the flow. So in the interview after the game, the post-match interview, you know, Sammy was asked about fans creating mayhem, if you will, on different social media platform, you know, as relates to him and his team, you know, the players plus the staff, you know, and Sammy was just saying, listen, it has always been this way, you know, from his playing days when he was a captain up to now. So he's used to it. He can withstand it. You know, man was saying that a few people, one or two people with a social media platform, with a platform, saying things about West Indies cricket is not necessarily the opinion of all the fans that were there in the crowd. You know, he was, you know, pointing towards the people saying that they are there, they are here watching and supporting. So one or two people with their platform, you know, saying things about him and the team in general, you know, they are not necessarily putting out the opinions of all the Caribbean people. So he's not too worried about what they are saying when it comes on to, you know, what the team is doing. Man said that he knows what he's doing. You know, as a staff, they know what they are trying to achieve. So it's just all about just believing and continuing to put in that work, right? You know, that is what he's saying. Man is saying that the people in the stands, they might not have a social media voice, but they showed what they believe in, and that, you know, they believe in the team is basically what Darren Sammy was saying. You know, so I have to say congratulations to the entire team of people. Congratulations to the coaches, the players. We beat the team, and I have always said that I don't believe in being a blind supporter. I don't believe in being a blind supporter. When I say blind supporter, I mean that, I'm just always saying, oh, this is good, this is good, this is good, and shine away from the issues, right? And I believe that if people are real, true sport supporters, we should be able to identify issues and talk about it, right? So, really happy to see that the guys were able to get that one yesterday. Now, Sammy also spoke about a few things. He touched on the bowling, spoke about a few things as it relates to actual game plan and stuff. So he was talking about the bowling, saying that one thing that Ravi Rampal, he has actually done with the players is to make sure that they are hitting that good length more often. Man was saying that, we have always been good with the new ball in terms of having the ability to take wickets, but it's the length that we bowl at. And for my regular viewers and subscribers, this is something that we talk about all the time. People wasting the new ball, wasting the shine off the ball, running in and dropping the ball right at their toe, and looking to bounce the batsman. So they run in and drop the ball right at their own toe, and it just balloon over in the air, all sorts of things. Right, so Sammy is just saying that, they have been doing some work over the last 8 or 9 months in terms of just getting the bowlers to hit those areas. Even Jaden Seals, I was listening to an interview, and Seals was saying that, Rampal, even in the downtime, he has them bowling a whole lot, just bowling. And that is how you improve, that is how you improve. So, hats off to the guys for being willing to put in that work. And it is paying off. We see Shamar Joseph in Test and Jaden Seals, in Test also. And then, they are doing their thing in the ODIs, plus Alzari, who is not there right now. Plus, we have the youngster Jediah Blades coming through. All of these guys, they are being put through the work. So we just want to know that they continue on this path. And I am hoping that this T20 cricket don't come and snatch Jaden Seals. He has some way to go as it relates to really establishing himself as a T20 match winner. But man, he has all the skills. He has the skills. Seems as if he has the work ethics. So I'm just hoping that he's not somebody that they're gonna snatch away from us, right? He seems to me as if he has his priorities set straight, because he, in a few months ago, he said that, listen, red ball cricket is what he's into, and he wants to go back to England, as many times as possible to play county cricket, to continue working on his skills. So those are the things that we like to hear, my viewers and subscribers. So, good to hear Sammy saying that, they are doing a lot of work in the downtime, and, just trying to make sure they are putting the ball on that right length to challenge the batsman. Because especially if you are bowling the new ball and you are not forcing the batsman to play, it doesn't make much of a sense. It doesn't make much of a sense. you have to be able to put that ball on that good line and length. Especially you definitely want to make sure you're hitting the right length. So, those who didn't get a chance to listen to Darren Sammy, I don't know if you can find the interview anywhere. Go and have a listen. Man, sounding passionate as usual, saying that, they definitely believe in the plans that they have. And that is why they have the plans there. They won't just happen overnight. They're going to take their time and work on it. But all in all, my people, really and truly happy that we were able to break this drought. 34 years is a long time. But yeah, big up on yourself, my people. Hats off to Shea Hope, Coach Sammy and his coaching staff. And big up to the boys. Bless up.